My friend kicked me out of her wedding for cutting my hair. I took her to court, and after months of waiting, justice was served. For my friend's 3-day wedding, I had to buy 3 different dresses, plus alterations and specific shoes, which all added up to over $700. She also requested specific hairstyles for each day. Unfortunately, starting in March, my hair began to deteriorate due to health reasons. It was falling out in chunks, and by May, I made the difficult decision to cut it. I told the bride about my decision 2 weeks before the wedding, and at the time, she didn't say anything negative. A week later, she came over to my house, and just as she was leaving, she brought up concerns about my haircut. I reassured her it would still look good, even though I wouldn't match the other bridesmaids exactly. The next day, I received this message from her. After our recent conversations, I'd like to remind you of my boundaries. I've been very accommodating and graceful, but I can't allow you to disrespect me. My wedding has been something I've dreamt of for many years. Husband and I have invested a lot of money into the video and photos of this day, and as we reflect on it in the future, we want to see our vision reflected in the memories. Since I asked each of you to be a bridesmaid in 2019, I've been very clear and communicative in my requests. The timing of your decision to cut your hair without informing me in advance is upsetting. I would have felt respected if you'd communicated earlier so we could have worked together to find a solution. Your inconsistencies concern me, and while I sympathize with your health concerns, I'm not willing to compromise my vision to accommodate you or anyone else. Since this is something you can no longer fully commit to, I need you to please step down from participating in my wedding. This message came just 3 days before the wedding. I immediately sent her and her husband an invoice asking to be reimbursed for the dresses and shoes, one of which she still has in her possession, even though I paid for it. Neither of them responded, so I decided to take it to court. I was called inconsistent and selfish. After I had spent weeks helping plan her wedding shower, I had worked with another bridesmaid to surprise her with a bridal shower after our original bachelorette trip was canceled. I spent hours helping with wedding details, and when she asked for my help in toning up before the wedding, I even created a personalized workout program and went with her to the gym to guide her. When I agreed to be her bridesmaid, I was willing to support her wishes, even though it required a lot of time and money. So, am I wrong for taking her to court after she kicked me out for cutting my hair? Update 5 months later. This update has been a long time coming. I've had so many people reaching out, asking for the results of the case, and since I couldn't comment on my previous post anymore, I figured I'd wait until everything was finalized to update you all at once. In December 2021, I received a notification that my court date was set for February 7th, 2022. It was a virtual hearing, and since it was small claims, we represented ourselves. I spent time gathering all my evidence and put together a virtual file, which I shared with both the court and her 7 days before the hearing. When the day arrived, she actually showed up. We were given a chance to settle, but that didn't work out. Once we returned to the hearing, I discovered she had also created a virtual evidence file, but she never shared it with me. The court made her share it on the spot, and to my surprise, she had copied my entire format for presenting evidence. Seriously, she didn't even try to change it up. The hearing went on, and we both presented our sides. I won't go into every little detail, but it lasted about 10 to 15 minutes. In my state, they don't give verdicts right away. It can take up to 90 days. And so I waited and waited and waited. Then finally, yesterday, May 5th, almost 90 days later, I got the verdict. I won. She's been ordered to pay me the full $808.94 for the dresses and shoes. I'll have to return the 2 dresses and shoes I still have, but the verdict officially takes effect on May 30th. Fingers crossed she doesn't try to appeal. Overall, I'm beyond happy with the outcome and so ready to put this entire thing behind me. P.S. My hair and health are doing so much better. My 3 bald spots are finally growing back, and I couldn't be happier.